I came to India in 2017 or 18 time frame, and I remember the Me Too was a big issue in India. It had already happened in the US. It was a huge issue in India. So when I came back, I had heard a lot of stories from my friends in India that how women were also, in metropolitan cities, women are supposed to have the power and they also abuse men. So I was like, why not make something? I've done a film, Yadvi, a women-oriented film, and I did 9 Love as a negative character. But I've done short from Samosa, it's more about apartments. I said, why not do something for males? Something to show what happens to men when the abuse happens to men. Why not do that?
We have noticed that even though there's a whole movement about people are promoting women and women are going through, obviously abuse and all other things, but there's other side to it, because sometimes women get too much power because they're getting the attention. You see it at workforce, you see it at the places, but there's also the other side of the story that we wanted to highlight, because there is the other side. We've seen a lot of cases like that.
My character is kind of like, she's so self-centered, so she's like all about herself. So she thinks she doesn't want to be called young. It's kind of like this thing that she's abusing young men, she's abusing young people. So to her, she is it. This was my character, so I am it. So I was like, yeah, I am like, don't you dare call me an older sister. I am your age, or I'm as young as you, because I have young men following me around. It's like a misconception of yourself as a human being. And then you're kind of like, oh, well, because this person definitely was, even though she's all there, she's not all there. The people who do things like this, there's something wrong with them. And that's what I was saying, that I'm very insecure, even though I act like I'm all secure and I'm all there. Why would I abuse a younger man? Why would I, abuse people? Why would I think I'm all in? I think there's something really messed up with this character. A lot of people say I say this too much, but I do say too much because any kind of abuse against men, against women, against animals, against, anybody, no abuse is right. Any discrimination, gay rights, any rights, whatever rights it is, black rights, Black Lives Matter, all these things, no abuse is right. We shouldn't be abusing anybody, because ultimately the goal of the world is to get world peace, not like create this discrimination that we have all across the board. Pretty much all around the world, there's a lot of discrimination, there's a lot of hatred. So I think this message came from no abuse is right. And I always focus my movies on something where there's abuse and it shouldn't be there. And that's the goal. So that's why I write that. And, in my quote at the end, originally I had written a discrimination quote and I changed that. But the thing is, that's what I meant. No abuse is right. No matter who you're abusing a child, it doesn't matter. No abuse is right. That's what it meant.